Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that this is not a good video shoot, but the Spirit is speaking to me now, and I'm going to record now. So it is not mean what I'm looking like that I'm selling. What I'm bringing to you is what I'm saying. You know, I've lived in this country for almost 3/4 of a century. I've seen a lot. I've lived in the South and the North. I've been through the East and West. Lived a period of time in Japan and the Philippines. Been a crook, lied, cheated, stolen, not that much. Did vile things that children do as they grow up. I guess the only thing that I haven't really done that I was taught was evil was to kill someone. I haven't done that. I contemplated it once. And the same thing that's always been saved my life that time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you something. And I'm going to tell you the truth as I've been given it. Now, I know they got all kind of marriages designed to prevent the truth from being accepted, even if you hear it. But that's part of it is out of my hand. The sharing of it is in my hand. I want to tell you this. In my learning, I learned what was good and I learned what was evil. Good is that which works for you. Bad is that which doesn't. Better is that which works for everyone. Worst is that which destroys everyone. In this country, we've been living bad and good. We've lived a compromised way of life, compromised to the benefit of a particular, what we would call a superior group of people. And that was by design, and it has existed since that time. In reality, that kind of socialization has always existed, where those who got always used and dealt an upper hand over those who didn't. And those that got were willing to go to any measures or extremes to get, while those who don't have were not willing to go to or beyond the ordinary extremes or the ordinary path, would not go to super extremes and would end up without and have been given all kinds of titles for responding and acting this way. But the reality of it is, ladies and gentlemen, is this, is that there here in America, a nation that has always been a villain to not all of its population, but to part of its population. See, to them, the only population that mattered was the population that was in power, and that's the population to them that matters now. No one else mattered. And now, while the structure of government that they have set up is about to come around and took a long time and bring about a sense of balance, now they are ready to go to the extremes again and violate all the rules of decorum, violate the rules of morality, just to maintain power, which, again, I have been taught is evil. Now, when I call it evil, I'm only saying it just like I speak in English. I was taught English. This kind of conduct I was taught was evil. So if you're going to silence me for telling the truth about other things that I've been taught, then silence me about speaking English. What am I saying? I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, this, and I want to say it clear. In this world, in America that we're living in, We've always been living under the power of the devil. We haven't been living in the part that destroys everything. No, we haven't gone that far. We haven't destroyed everything, but we're destroying every day that we exist. And that which we call good, that is supposed to represent good, well, it's like it's on vacation right now. The most evil voice that I've heard in my 70-odd years has been Donald Trump. Not that he spewed out more evil. He's just spewed out the same evil that's always been spewed out. But he has power because people listen to him. People give him power. I say it again. People give him power. I don't know. Has to do with what he's tapped into. I heard he tapped into the fact that he is saying that power structure that was once in place, ready to be destroyed in the sense that other people have come up and they will have a voice now, so he could basically equate the balance of voicing, so people don't really have to compromise. They can come to a working of a plan, something that they can shoot after and hit. Well, that is not what the people in power today, who have always been in power since they took that first coup, they are working on the second coup. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you ask me, Eddie, what is this whole conversation about? This is what I want to tell you about. It's about good. It's about bad. It's about best. And it's about worst. Good and bad have brought us to where we're at today. And it is going worst. So my voice is to all of humankind. I want everybody to know that there's one way that is the best way. That is the way that works for everybody. If you got a car, I don't care how pretty that car is. I don't care who made that car. If that car won't do what it was basically designed, or what cars were designed to do, then that car is no good. So government that is designed to produce what is represented in America is a government that is no good. Why? Because there's too much pain. There's too much suffering as a result of it. Now, everybody that, I want to say it like it is, that cannot give voice and power to every individual on earth. If you cannot give the same power that you require, that you need, that you want, that you desire, if you cannot give that same power to everyone else, I don't care what your argument is, you don't deserve power. You are an enemy of power. So I'm saying, when you hear Donald Trump and all of those Republicans, I don't care what position they got. They can be senators or they can be in the House. I don't care if they're just governors or wherever they are. They can be preachers and they can be members in the church. They can be popes, whatever they are, ladies and gentlemen. If they cannot stand before the public and say to them, by the power that is invested in me as a human being, I, my friend, make the decision that I want no less for you than I want for myself. And everything that's available to work for me, to assure that I'm successful in my ambition. I want something, that or something, to work the same for you, causing no pain, causing no suffering. If you can't say that, ladies and gentlemen, you are a part of this problem. So what am I saying? Everybody in the United States of America is a part of that problem. Now, I realize there are those of you who can say it, but it doesn't mean a thing. You say, well, what determines whether it means something? It when you are doing something. You know, it's one thing to talk. They give you a little bit of, at least you sound like you're on the path, but that kind of hurts you because you sound like you know, but you do nothing. There are so many people that don't even know, but you know, and all you do is talk. You got to get out here and let the rest of the people know. And they don't want to hear you just talking. They want you doing something, even if it's nothing but organizing them to bring their voices together, to create some power amongst themselves so they can do the best. Evil is everywhere on the news. Everywhere on the news. Every day, all day. Evil. Taking away people's vote. Evil. God, whoa, I got to move in this parking space. Evil. Trying to mess the people's minds up so they don't even take medication to protect themselves. We spent all our lifetime praying and asking God and thanking God for medication that would help us to overcome some of this ugliness. And we get it. And all it takes is somebody to mess up the thinking about it, corrupt the thinking. And there we go. Why? Because we are not doing the best thing. See, if we're doing the best thing, then we don't have to listen to anything else. If we're doing the best thing, there is no challenge that doesn't reveal itself or expose itself in its challenge. So why not do the best thing? So I'm saying to all Americans, to Donald Trump, you and all your people, by my understanding, are instruments of Satan in what you're doing. Now, I also understand if you truly believe, and the people who work with you truly believe that you are going up against a devil, that's meaning the rest of the people, then that can balance out. But you give us the impression that you don't even believe it. You're just lying. You're just trying to mess up something so you can get in power. It's like you want to be the boss. It's like you like that guy. You like that guy they talk about in the Bible that says he want to sit on the throne of God. That's what you act like. And these guys that's following you, when they know that you're lying, they're like those angels that they talk about in the Bible who just want to turn against God and everything that God represented. That's to me and to a lot of people, good people, that's what you appear to be. But as a man of God, for those of you who really know you're lying, you are demons. You are possessed. Now, when I say you are possessed, I'm not literally saying you are. I'm saying you acting like it. And those of you who are good people, those of you who own MSNBC, CBS, Fox, ABC, all those talk shows, all on C-SPAN, all on Facebook, all of whatever's connected, Max, and all of those, all you jokers out there talking. Every last one of you sounding just like the devil. I'm telling you what you sound like to me. I'm saying based upon what comes out of your mouth, based upon the ideas that you're presenting, it sounds like it's coming straight out of the pit of hell. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it sounds like it. And when I look at the people hurting, and when I look at what some of you guys are doing, you're acting like you're trying to turn this country to something resembling the pit of hell, rather than trying to make it look like heaven, where everybody's happy, where everybody got a job, where everybody's job is important, and they chose it. It gives them their own joy. And by participating in it, nobody on this earth is more important than anybody else. Everybody's important. They're important because they need it, what they want or desire is available to them. And then there's no one to restrict it. You see what I'm saying? So there ain't no white boss. There ain't no black boss. There ain't no man boss. There ain't no woman boss. The boss is what's right. And I'm going to tell you one more time. If you can't do the right thing, you deserve the worst. Now, what will the worst do? The worst will teach you something. The worst will teach you something. You don't think it will? Look at the people who've been down and folks who live in the ghetto, who live on the other side of the railroad track. They've been going through stuff all their existence. They've been bad-mouthed. They've been talked about. They've been called stupid and ignorant and dumb, yes, by everybody. Why? Because they didn't have anything. There's always needing something from somebody else. Why? Because of the system that we live under. And you didn't like it. So all you could say was ugly stuff. Now, when those storms come, when those floods come, when those hurricanes come, when everything you represent comes and you are messed up, then what do you do? What do you do then? The world is at you. The world is against you. Is that what you're saying? The world is against you. I bet you know something now. If you had to make a decision between just you having something and the possibility of this occurring again and you have to go through it, or if you change your way and the things that you've had that you thought were good, all of a sudden you can have better than you ever had. And because you can have better than you ever had, hey, all you got to do is make sure that everybody else got the same thing. When you can do that, you're cool. Ain't that right? That is absolutely right. So why can't you do that? Tell me, why can't you do that? You can't do that because you've been trained opposite. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't do that, this is what heaven wants you to know. If you can't do that, you deserve all the pain and suffering that we are going through. And yes, you might not be going through it this time. Somebody else might be going through it. But on this path, everybody gets their turn. And if you can't fix it, it just repeats itself. It starts all over again. And what I'm trying to say to you right now, I mean, we're going through some stuff that we never experienced before. And this ain't the worst of it. And then we go through this and have to start all over again. Let's do it now. I didn't mean to talk to you this long, but I just keep feeling that whatever I'm saying is not sticking. What I keep saying is not meaning a thing to you. But I have to keep saying it. Until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say something else. Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.